Hey there, YouTube. What is going on now? It's me, Gabe Nagle here, founder of Weather Buddies Forecasting Central. Anyways, today's video is gonna be uploaded kind of the wee night hours, during that late night hours. But this video will be your January monthly outlook. I am planning on setting this up as a primary thing on this channel, where we're going to do monthly outlooks at the beginning of every other month. Now, every other month, but at the beginning of every month. So, if you guys love weather-related content, you love looking at weather forecasts and all that, please subscribe to this YouTube channel, give the video a thumbs up, and don't forget to share the video with your family and friends. Let's get started with the video. Okay, so today's weather topic, will be this upcoming month's weather pattern. So we're looking at January. This will be valid for 4 weeks. After that, it will be no longer valid. So this should be valid for that month. Okay. So for January monthly outlook, a cooler month for the eastern 2/3 of the country, at least according to what the CANSIPS model says in the CFS. All right. I don't have the CFS pulled up on here. I just have the CANSIPS. But let me show you the two models from Tropical Tidbits, and then we're going to jump into my forecasts. Alright, here we go. As you can see, though, we are expecting an active Ohio River storm track for the month of January. Expect to be dry in California. This may be temporarily, but let's hope that's what it is. Most of Texas will be below average. Parts of the southeast will be below average. Let's focus on mostly where the active weather is going to be. So, as you guys can tell, we have a very active Ohio River storm track. Right over Kentucky, to be exact, there seems to be the heaviest amount of precipitation they're picking there. Ohio, most of the southern half of Ohio is above average. Most of the southern half of Indiana, and southern half of Illinois. The southeast corner of Missouri, most of Arkansas, northern heads of Mississippi and Alabama, and Georgia. And then, again, though most of Georgia's going to experience, not really get on in this one. Then jumping over to North Carolina, I'm sorry. And you should experience more storms along the Virginia coast as well. So, there you go. You have an active Ohio River storm track. As you can tell, kind of goes all the way up the northeast coast. You may get some big-time low systems big-time low systems that will develop along here. Now let's look at the northwest. Boy, are they getting hammered right now here in the Columbia Basin. So expect above average precipitation from pretty much all of Washington, except for the shadow right there in the middle of the desert there. Expect most of Idaho, including the Snake River Valley, to experience a lot of snow. I wasn't supposed to erase that, sorry. And expect to see above average precipitation in Montana. As it kind of goes south, it kind of dwindles a little bit, so there really is nothing to the south that we need to look at. Again, California is going to stay dry. Again, the south, pretty much the southern plains to the south, mid-south, and parts of the southeast are going to be dry. I do think this dry air is going to extend closer to the Intermountain West as well, including the high plains. I think we're going to have a little bit drier pattern here. Pretty much right over New Mexico generally, but yeah. Okay, let's move on to the next pattern, or the next slide. So this is the temperature outlook, again, from the CANSIPS for the whole month of January. They are picking up on a cold bias through there. They're saying, I would say right about where this line is where it's going to be above average. The parts of the northeast may experience some above average temperatures, but I think it's going to be more below average in these areas, which my forecast will explain that. It'll be right along that Ohio River storm track. Northwest. So we'll start with the northwest and then go east. Okay, here we go. So northwest, you can experience some drops in temperatures from pretty much the Columbia Basin track there. We could get some Arctic outbreaks. I'm sorry, guys. Some Arctic outbreaks there in that area, and we could experience a little bit of cooling in the Intermountain West too. California, though, is mostly stay above average. Texas, they're staying above average. Western New Mexico, Colorado, staying above average. So it's really going to affect these states. It's really going to kind of going like this. So yeah, so I'm going to go in a southeasterly direction. So generally the way I'm looking at it is most of this area is going to be below average, including the northwest. And so yeah, from Florida, you know the rule of thumb. It's always warm for you guys. I mean, you guys are far south enough. Again, Texas mostly warm, stays really warm. And then again, as we move to the east, we'll get occasional Arctic outbreaks to this area. All right, let's move on to my forecast now, shall we? All right, here's my forecast. This is what I'm calling for. So above average precipitation there, across the Ohio River Valley, and above average precipitation across the northwest. Anywhere outside that, it's going to be mostly below average or equal chances. Sorry, I meant to put that in there, but yeah, equal chances. So in these states that are in white, it's equal chances. So don't think that I took you out. I didn't. It's just equal chances. Okay. So the southwest can be very, very dry. It's kind of a concern for some of the reservoirs in the mountains and stuff. But we'll just have to take a day at a time there. Southeast can be experiencing drier than normal conditions. Pretty much all of Florida is going to be dry during this period. And there's the active Ohio River storm track. Again, my temperatures will kind of fall in the same look, like that. Again, you have an active pattern in the northwest. So, let's say most of Washington, northwest half of Idaho, and Montana experience some wet conditions, better than normal conditions. And then let's move to the Midwest here. But we haven't really covered the Midwest yet in this part. But the Midwest you can experience from Wisconsin, Upper Peninsula, and then the Lower Peninsula. You can experience almost all of Michigan is going to be in on this, and you kind of have a little bit of almost all of Illinois too, and Indiana as well. But really, these other states it's not as bad. Like okay, so like if you're into Kansas, for instance, you're kind of like right on the edge of that, so storm systems will be developing along this area. But yeah, and it will be running generally up in this direction, and heading toward northeast, so yes. Alright, let's go to my temperature outlook, and then we'll be done with the video. Here's my temperature outlook. Again, there's that Ohio River storm track. I kind of left this spot open. I should have actually kind of connected these two across, but I didn't think about that. Oops. So, let's go state by state here like we did earlier. The Northwest, again, Washington, Oregon, Idaho, I mean pretty much all of these northwestern states, are going to experience some sort of cool down. Again, the Midwestern states are going to experience more, probably a stronger cool down right around the Lower Peninsula and a lot of the Ohio River Valley. For areas that are not going to experience, I feel bad for people who have to deal with this, but I think most of really down past that line is where it's going to stay warm. So south of this line, it's going to be really mild and hot. Not really hot, but mild and warm. That was a little exciting there, but so from New Mexico, pretty much the eastern half of Arizona, all the way to New Mexico to Georgia, you can experience, even Florida, you can experience some well above average temperatures. And for really way down here, really far south, you can experience, again, well above average temperatures from eastern half of Texas to Louisiana, Alabama, Mississippi, Alabama, and then Georgia, just a little side there of Georgia. Also, you notice Maine's got some yellow. That's because I'm expecting them to be a little bit warmer because of the way this is set up. So yeah. Alright guys, if you love this video, please don't hesitate to subscribe and give the video a thumbs up and share with your family and friends. Thank you very much. You guys have a fantastic day.